Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Skies of Arcadia. As you'll remember from last time, we got the red crystal and Belleza stole it from us. She then used it to awaken the red Gigas, which we fruitlessly tried to battle, and now we have to decide whether or not we should ram it or attack Belleza's ship. Now Fina mentioned that Belleza was the one controlling the red Gigas, so I'm going to have it attack her. And that's the correct answer, and you get a good, solid bonus for that. Reputation bonus. Right, exactly. We could force her into calling off the Gigas, or we could just kill her. I don't know if that would do anything necessarily, but yeah, no kidding. We can at least fight her.
Let's go!
Although our ship is old and crusty compared to hers. We're way high up, and she's ready for us, prepared to fight the Lynx, 4th Admiral Belleza. Okay, well, and this battle is probably the hardest ship battle in the game. One of the hardest battles in the entire game, for sure. Whether or not it's the hardest ship battle, that's up to you, but I think this battle is nuts, really, really hard. This first turn, we just kind of want to... I like to sprinkle in focuses and guards and just make sure that we don't die. Like, that, you can't ever tell whether or not you're going to get hit really hard from the yellows or anything like that. You just have to be kind of random and hope to get a little bit of lucky with your focuses and guards, because you have to do both. You need to be able to have enough SP to use plenty of cannons. Here, did see that it was yellow. She incremed, which means that we're going to have to deal with a stronger attack, and she's able to use the magic cannon and hit us for a lot of damage at once. If we hadn't guarded there, it'd probably done about 3,000 damage to the little Jack, and the little Jack only has about 12,000 damage, or 12,000 health at this point, maybe 11,000. So we really can't afford that type of hit. I assume she's going to attack me here, so I guarded on my next turn. Yeah. I'm pretty sure that that was a guarded attack. Might be. Got caught up in what I had to say. Yeah, okay, so even that was a guarded attack. Here, I'm going to have... Oof, this is actually pretty challenging. Okay, we're going to have Vice guard here. I'll have Ike guard here. Fina will... Actually, I'm going to have Ika use Increm here. That'll give us a little more defense. Fina can use Sacres here, which we'll desperately need, and Drachma can just attack him. We need to start doing a little bit of damage. But really our main goal is we're trying to get the Harpoon Cannon online, and that just takes time. Typically in these battles, they'll progress relatively well, and so you'll be able to get your cannon, your main cannon online, the Harpoon Cannon online, and that'll do so much more damage than any regular attacks will do, that it's pretty much worth just always trying to have that. I wanted to Increm there because I'll take a little less damage, and that Lynx torpedo is a torpedo type attack, which is kind of like, it's hard to explain exactly what it is, but it's a targeted attack. It allows you to stack attacks, kind of like what I was trying to do against Rekimen, and eventually we'll get them. Like, as you saw, she was able to hit me twice there for about 6,000 damage, even with Increm. So, luckily, I should have Fina heal. I guess she had already healed. And she used evasive action there, so I didn't hit damage there. It sucks. Yeah, exactly. So here, it doesn't really matter what you pick. You'll have a little bit of a better chance if you turn hard and try to catch her off guard. Because she's pretty clear. It's pretty obvious that she's smart. If you try to get behind her, she'll anticipate it. So you want to pick that option. Yeah, exactly. It surprised her. So that's what you want to pick there. Now, here, we need to do something kind of drastic. We need a 3-inch cannon here. We're going to have Ika heal on this turn. Fina guard on that turn, and Drachma attack. We should have a little bit of an opening to hit her. Yeah, she's taking aim. And we, you know, missed with the 3-inch cannon. Terrific. Just what we need. Sub-cannons are attacking. Luckily, that doesn't do too much damage. And we hit with the 3-inch cannon, but we missed with our regular cannon. That would have been really nice if it had hit. Probably would have done about 4,000 total damage to her. Should probably use Increm this turn if I had to guess. I was wrong. She used a torpedo, which means she's going to be stacking attacks the next turn. Luckily I'm guarding, so it should be okay. As you can see, like, I basically need to heal every turn, because she just does so much damage. Like, that's insane. If I had been guarding there, I'd probably be almost dead. The thing is, this battle is so hard because you have such limited resources. You have the harpoon cannon, Little Jack is not that strong at this point in the game, and yeah, we need to get in a good position to fire the harpoon cannon. It's really what we need to do. Now here, this is an important decision. We need to wait and see what she does. Yeah, well, actually I think I was somewhat wrong there. Either way, not that big a deal. We'll have Vice Guard, Ica, use Secrest here, Fina. We're gonna have her use Increm on this turn, and Drachma Guard. So she's gonna be stacking damage on that third turn. Luckily, that's why I guarded. And lucky for us, she missed. Well, that was kind of a wasted guard. She's gonna do a lot of damage this next turn. Gonna hit me probably with a, unless she uses a torpedo, which she could do. Yeah, okay, so she's stacking damage for the third turn. Luckily, we guarded on that turn, so that's good. Ugh. Well, not too bad, not too bad. And Increm here is critical because it'll increase the damage of the harpoon cannon. The harpoon cannon is not an instant kill, so because we are increasing the damage of it here, it'll do a lot more and probably come much closer to finishing her off. Unfortunately, she's using Increm as well. It's really a bummer. Yeah. We need to stop. Use the complete stop. That's what I was thinking it was. Yes, and that allows us to use the harpoon cannon. Now here, we want to do as much damage as possible. Well, we can't really do that. We only have so much focus, unfortunately. We can only use that. Okay, so we're going to have Ica focus, Mina focus, Drachma, you can use a repair kit here in case we need it. We want to build up our SP back. This harpoon cannon should pretty much almost kill her, but I doubt it will. We haven't really done that much damage with our normal cannons. Oh my god. It's so much damage. Focusing twice might have been a mistake. Yeah, luckily, because we were behind her, she can't hit us. And she didn't guard either, so we got her.
Harpoon cannon, fire!
Ugh, critical that we get this. Yes, we defeated her. That battle can come down to luck. It's pretty tough. Oh my gosh. Okay, we did it. Ica leveled up. Awesome. Drachma, you're actually behind us now because you keep leaving the party like a goof. But now that you're back, I'm glad you're back. We really like having Drachma around. Yep, we want to signal her ship. Luckily, we did not destroy her ship. Even though I feel like a giant harpoon getting shoved through the whole thing probably would have destroyed it. Yeah, that's true. At least assuming we think that. Yeah. Please call off the Gigas. Like, this is our only chance, really. I mean, if the Gigas gets loose, that's really bad. Oh, wow. We got lucky. We got really lucky there, guys. I feel like this was like a luck battle. Yeah. Nice work. And luckily, also part of the luck is that Belleza is not a totally horrendous person like some of the admirals we could name. And there it is, you know, forlorn. Still dangerous though, not destroyed. Totally still active. We could really... I guess... Actually, I don't know what happened to the pedestal that you have to put the crystal into, you know? We don't get to see what happens to that. But it could, you know, potentially been destroyed. Yeah. Okay, so we know our next goal. We have to keep going after the crystals. I didn't underestimate her at all. I was like, she's dead. She's dangerous. The only thing was you got tricked by her, which, fair enough, you know. You didn't know her. There's a continent over there. Yeah, he's shocked. Okay, yeah, we heard the Valuans mention this one time earlier, which it was kind of a throwaway remark, but I noted it because I played this game before. But yeah, if you've been just watching this for the first time, this is kind of our second mention of Ixotaka. They mentioned that Galcian mentioned that Alfonso would be redirected there, which seemed as a demotion. Yeah, right. Don't need to worry about that, says Drachma. Taking your engine. Boy, that seems like it'd be a big job. But, hey, I guess if we have enough time, she can't really do anything to us. Sounds like your problem. Also, you know, you had that little boat, right? That we came here in. Boom. Yeah, I mean, how much water do you have on your ship? There's no settlements or anything on this island. That's actually pretty mean. I don't know if I'd go that far. I could imagine quite a bit, as a friend of mine would say. You know what? Stop. That's quitter talk. Quitter talk. Vice never quits. Exactly. Boom. I mean, this took a lot of the mystery out, you know? Fina knows there's a continent there. It'd be much crazier if she was like, just sail across the South Ocean and see what you can find. That'd be like Christopher Columbus type shit. But in this case, it's just like, yeah, well, we already know there's a thing there. Just go through it and you're fine. Yeah. This is why I like Vice, you know? He wants to change the world. And it's not just a matter of saving the world. It's like, I want to go and see new stuff. And I mean, yeah. That's where the whole that's why the discovery system in this game is really cool. Alright. Little Jack, we're back on the Little Jack with a better engine. We've taken the Lynx's engine and now we're off. I don't know how that works, but I feel like this ship probably wouldn't function quite so handily with this engine, but I mean, basically because, yeah, we got the red midden crystal. You know, I don't know if any of you guys know much about engineering. I'm no engineer, but I do know that every single thing in a vehicle... Okay, well... we got a magic cannon for the Lady Admiral. So now we can finally use magic in battle. Yeah, that's actually pretty good. But I don't use it that often. The main thing I actually really like to do with it is silence my enemies, which is a pretty handy thing, but either way, it would have been super good against Belleza there. Boy, I wish we'd have been able to silence her. But anyway, like I was saying, you know, the thing about vehicles is they're all designed with certain specs in mind. So if you get a crazy engine and you put it in... And like I was saying, there's a few things about engineering I know, and one of them is that if you add a giant, like a much bigger power source to something that's not designed for it, you can really screw it up. So the Little Jack is pretty lucky in that I guess it didn't have that happen to it. Pretty nice. So we're back in Maramba here. Yeah, and so at this point in the game, everybody starts to know who we are because we've done a bunch of crap with the Valuan. So they care. Now, this is where we can finally start to upgrade some more stuff. And this guy gives a bunch of good things. First of all, we definitely want to buy one of these rogue figures. Really would have been nice in that last battle. You can actually win them from some random ship battles. There's a random ship battle floating around near the Temple of Pirin, in fact, that will drop this. But I did not fight that guy. It would have saved me a lot of damage because, as you can see, it gives magic defense to the ship. You can also buy a steel deck, which is an upgraded armor deck, which is really nice. And a turbo kit is an upgraded engine cover. All good things. Now, the main thing we really want to get, though, is this light torpedo. We can use that, and we'll replace one of our cannons. But in the next battles, you'll see what it does. As you can see, it has a lot of attack, but you can stack it with other things, so you can do really high burst damage all at one time. We're going to go ahead and upgrade our cannons, standard cannons, to the heavy cannons. I wish I could have done this before. I don't see the reason to change this. We already have a 3-inch cannon, and I believe we got a new blaster from Belleza as well. I'm pretty certain we did. Yeah, we did. So it's a little bit better. So perfect. The 3-inch blaster here does a little more damage and hits a little harder. So even better. Now, the little Jack is almost ready to fly again. As you can see, we should probably ought to heal at the end. But we really need to use the captain's stripe on it, which I always tend to forget to do. Yeah, good stuff. Now we have 12,000 health, good, and we upgraded his parameters, also good. There's a couple of more things we want to do while we're in Maramba. First of all, there's a guy there. His name is Rupee of the Larso clan. We don't want to mess with him right now. We're not quite ready to do it. We're almost ready. We'll want to fight him probably in the next episode, but for now, I don't think it's worth fighting him because we're not quite... We can get a little bit better stuff by going to Sailor Island. And as you'll remember, there was one other boss that had challenged us to a duel that we can fight. It's another optional boss. The thing about both the next two bosses, Rupee and the other boss that I'm going to fight, is that neither of them were originally in the Dreamcast version of the game. They're both new to the GameCube version. Just going ahead and stocking up on some of this. Buy 10 more of these. Never can have too many of them. And these are kind of useful, so why not? Healing salve, not that good. Whatever. I like this guy a lot. The guy seems like he needs some serious Ritalin. Yeah, so like I was saying, they're both unique to this version, and I think that they round out the challenge of the game quite well in this version of the game. It's a far better. I think, like I said, most of the time, I'm not a big fan of games that are ported. I try to play the original versions whenever possible, and that includes emulation. Like, if I can avoid it, I won't emulate something because I think that it kind of taints the original experience. You know, like you're able to use save states, you're able to use all these other things. You can mess around with the filters, whatever. Like, that's not the authentic experience, you know. Whereas with this game, anytime they come out with an upgraded version that isn't just an HD remaster or whatever that introduces a bunch of new glitches, I will play that. This game, one of the better ports I've ever heard of. I mean, it basically, you know, all they did was they added new stuff. They made the graphics a little better. They optimized it. They took the feedback that people gave them about what was negative about the game, which was largely the number and frequency of random encounters, and they simplified it. So in any event, I'm going to go to Sailor's Island, and I'm going to meet you guys there next time on Let's Play Skies of Arcadia. Hope to see you soon.